Middleton, the Princess of Wales, announces she is undergoing cancer treatment.
In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present.
In a pre-recorded video released today, Middleton speaks for just over 2 minutes, detailing how the cancer was found. There has been much speculation on her whereabouts after she was not seen in the public eye for around 3 months. A photo of her shared on Mother's Day in the UK fueled speculation about her health and whereabouts when it came to light that the image had been altered. She thanked everyone for their well wishes and Prince William for being by her side through it all.
My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment. But most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. We hope that you'll understand that as a family, we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatment. My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery.
And joining us now to discuss the Princess of Wales being diagnosed with cancer is Dr. Hardeep Full, oncologist and scientist. Dr. Full, thank you so much for being here and taking the time to speak with us about this.
Thank you for having me.
People from all over the world just watched the Princess of Wales video. I watched it, you watched it. It was very emotional. I had tears in my eyes. You could just see in her eyes that she's having a really hard time, but also you see her strength. And many are wondering, but she didn't reveal what type of cancer she was diagnosed with. What are your thoughts on just hearing this unfold today?
Well, first of all, that movie, that film that she made was so powerful. It was full of grace, full of emotion, but full of authenticity. It was real. It didn't feel like something scripted. And I can only imagine what she's going through, having to not only tell her children, and she has a father-in-law with cancer as well, but also having to tell the world, and the burden of having to tell the world, knowing it's probably the right thing to do to help control the story and tell everyone she's going to be fine. But what a tough thing she just did, and what an amazing thing.
Yeah, and just in January, she just underwent abdominal surgery, and then finding out right after the surgery that there was cancer. And so there's a lot of speculation wondering, well, is it really true? I know you're not an entertainment expert, you're an oncologist here, but there's a lot going on within the family right now. So just many are wondering, what's next? I mean, your thoughts on just all this unfolding after her surgery?
Absolutely. I tell everyone cancer doesn't discriminate anyone, from royalty to anyone in the world. The key is going in for care and getting screenings. It sounds like her surgery in January was a planned one. That's a good sign. And they even said at the time it's likely a benign process. When you take out cancer and you take out the tumor, let's say, you then do microscopic testing with, looking at the cancer more specifically under a microscope with immunohistochemical markers. That's when you can see, did we get it all? Is there more than we thought? Because a picture of the body or just cutting it out is not enough. So I have a feeling that she probably knew in January or February. It takes about a week or two to do such tests. Then she recovered in February, and she knew this day was coming in March, where she unfortunately had to reveal it to everyone, including all of us. And I think it's a big burden, but yet a joy of hers, because she talks about the purpose in her life and what she wants to do to help others. What she's going to do with this, she's going to empower millions of lives.
And adding to what you're saying, her having to reveal this to the world, it's really hard for her, and maybe she feels she had to because she has not been in the public eye since December. I believe it was December 23rd. That was her last public appearance. So it's something that, she had to come out, but it's private. I was just talking, she really doesn't have to tell anybody what type of cancer she's facing.
She's a role model, she's a leader, she's a celebrity in a way, but I think that she takes that responsibility so seriously. It's not like she doesn't have to tell anyone, but I think people are wondering. in many ways, it's probably more wise to control the narrative and say what's going on than let the media go off with it. Like, for example, we know as of even 2 days ago, someone tried to hack her health records at London Clinic. So people were already trying to find out. And that's just sad that someone of that stature, who means so much good for the world, has to live in that type of situation. But again, I do believe that she's going to be okay. I think she wanted to just tell us that, and she did it in such an authentic, real way. It really touched a lot of people. It definitely touched me. And I tell my patients, you're going on a cancer journey, and we're going to be there for you. And it's going to be hard, but there's processes. And I see an individual in that video she made who's accepted it and who's about to start and who's going to do really well.
Well, we really appreciate you being here to discussing this. I know it's not easy for the world to see this. Mm-hmm. You know, she's a young woman. She's 42 years old. And when she does reveal what type of cancer, we would love to have you back on to discuss.
Absolutely. Happy to.
All right, Dr. Full, thank you so much.
Thank you.